All right, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, and in this video I want to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes people make when they want to build a business from scratch. More specifically, people who want to build an online coaching, online service providing business. They want to build it from scratch. So if you're thinking about that, hey, I want to get started building my own freedom as an online coach, online service provider, pay attention now, because you should definitely try to avoid all of these 5 mistakes ideally, right? So let's crack right into it. Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom. The first big mistake that I hear many people say, from working with literally thousands of people online, they say, oh, but I know that already. That's a very, very difficult, very, very dangerous mindset to have. Many times people jump on a free consulting call with us, or they become our client, and then we want to get them started. We want to tell them the first couple of things that they should execute, and then they're like, oh, I know that already, right? Oh, I know this, or I know that. Well, the truth is, I'm going to be blunt with you, and this might even piss you off. If you already knew how to make $1 million, for example, you would already have it. So like if you really knew the exact process and how to get there, you will probably already have it, right? But Max, I do know, I just need to execute that, right? And these are usually the people that come to us 2 months later. They say they were going to execute, but turns out that they didn't know that, right? And the thing is, again, like, I don't mean that in a judgmental way. It's not like you're a bad person if you think that. Hell, I used to think that all the time, right? When I made my first million, I used to think I know how to make 10, right? Until I didn't make it, until I got a mentor who said, you're full of BS. If you already know how to make 10 million, you would already have it, right? So I feel like building a business, but even if you're building it from zero up, is a process of continuously, swallowing your pride and admitting that you don't know. And that's totally fine. It's not a problem. We're not meant to know everything. You're not meant to be put in this world and just know everything from scratch. If it was like that, hell, life would be boring, But also scaling your business beyond your first 10K a month, 50K a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month, you always need to understand, hey, I know nothing. Let me get some help. Let me scale from there, right? The person who can always swallow their pride, no matter where they are, no matter how famous they are, no matter how much money they're making, that person will always be able to grow and get better at what they're doing, as long as they swallow their pride and as long as they say, yeah, I don't know nothing, or I don't know enough, right? That's totally fine. Like I said, I'm not judging anything here. The second big mistake is that, again, and I see this over and over again, is people who watch all the content out there without proper execution, right? The theory junkies. This was especially prevalent in my first business, the dating advice business. A lot of people would just watch all my videos, but they would never execute. They would literally consume all the content for months sometimes, and they haven't really executed anything. And I see it nowadays as well. Sometimes people DM me on Instagram. I try to reply to every single DM on my Instagram. Sometimes people, email us or jump on a consulting call, and they're like, well, I've watched all your videos for months, and we're like, great, how much money are you making? How is your business going? They're like, oh, I haven't done anything yet. What you gotta understand is, like, I appreciate the hell out of you if you're watching the stuff, or if you write me on Instagram, that's great. But at the same time, like, I'm putting this out for a purpose, so you execute, so you actually go do things, right? Whether that is executing by becoming our client and doing what we tell you to do, which I recommend, or at the very least, watch the free stuff and execute that. That's fine too, but you should execute. I'm not doing this for the entertainment purposes. I'm a funny guy, all right? If I really want to entertain someone, I could be way funnier than these videos. But you should definitely execute, so don't become a theory junkie. You should watch a video and then execute. That's it, instead of binge watching all of them, right? So you gotta understand that. Now, on a side note here, I kind of mentioned it before, a good way to do things is to actually go hit follow on my Instagram account and send me a DM, all right? Not so you can follow and just fanboy out, but so you can actually get in touch. I do live streams on there every week. I do Instagram Q&As, and I try to reply to every single DM. I do these things so there can be action taking happening from your side, all right? So I'm gonna put an Instagram link down in the description. Go take action, right? That's what I can tell you. The other big mistake that I see most people doing is they chase the passive income without having a solid foundation, all right? That's the next big mistake. I understand you want to have passive income. Hell, of course, passive income is great, right? You're sitting on the beach, You come home from the beach and, oh, you made more money, right? It's just passively coming in. That's a great thing, and that is obviously what we're teaching our clients towards that as well. But this is the real world. This is not a get rich quick type of thing, okay? If you want to have passive income, you need to have a solid foundation. You need to work on that. You need to execute until you get there, all right? Everybody who tells you, oh, you can get passive income within a couple of weeks, it's full of BS, okay? You need to first have a proper active income, and then you scale it upon that, and you automate clients getting on board with you. You automate most of the processes, but you cannot automate something that doesn't exist yet, right? So you need to have active income first. And obviously, if you do that right, active income can be super easy. Active income, if you do it right, can be almost like passive income, right? For example, if you do online coaching, online service providing, you're location independent, you're time independent, you can work from whenever you want, you can work from wherever you want. You can strategize with your clients in a way so you yourself actually don't have to sit there from 9 to 5 to actually help them out. You can do so many things online. You can do, WhatsApp voice messages, you can do live video calls, and so on and so forth. And again, if you set up the structure, the systemization properly, it's almost like passive income. So even as you're building your passive income and you're still doing active income, it can be a lot of fun, right? It can be very, very little work. It can be a great source of income, and you can be doing it from wherever you want and from whenever you want, right? If you want to sleep in every day, go ahead, sleep in. If you want to stay up, playing video games or partying, on a Monday, it doesn't matter, right? Because you don't have to show up at a 9 to 5 job at the office the next day, right? So I digress. What I'm trying to say here is understand that there is no passive income without a proper solid foundation, right? And we tell this so many times, our clients as well, like when they come to us and they're like, so I'm your client now, where's the passive income, right? Whereas like, hey, listen, you still need to execute what we tell you to do, right? Or people that want to become our clients. What we're doing is not a magic pill. It's a boring, mundane process. Now, the process works, right? We've proven it over and over again with all the clients that we have. But at the same time, it's not a spectacular, bring on the highlight reel Mr. Hollywood movie type of process. It's a boring, mundane process, but at least it works, right? And you're building something legit, something that lasts long for hopefully a lifetime if you want to do it for a lifetime, right? That's how you build an actual business, not some hypey scheme, some drop shipping hype shop that you can do for a couple months and then it doesn't work anymore. We're building you a solid foundation. We're giving you the skills that you can use for a lifelong, right? Now it might be boring to get there, but who cares? I'd rather have boring and it works than spectacular and it stops working after a couple months, right? You gotta understand that. The next thing that I want to talk about here is brand building. And we're so spoiled with brands nowadays. We think, oh, we have to have a big YouTube channel, like we have to have a big Instagram account and stuff like that, right? People regard me as having a big YouTube channel. This YouTube channel has what, like 50,000 subscribers, 56K. It's not even a lot compared to other people out there that have millions of followers, So we kind of get brainwashed into thinking like, oh, I need to have a big brand, and once I have a big brand, once I have 50,000 people looking at me, then I can sell. But that is not at all true. And this is something that we instantly teach our clients when they come new to us. We say, listen, you can easily make 10K a month without a big Instagram, without a big YouTube. Hell, you don't even need a goddamn website to start out, okay? You can easily make your first 10K. We always say 10K is the baseline, right? 10K is like the first milestone that you get to. Until then, you do manual lead generation. You can literally reach out to people directly. If you know what to write, you can get them on a call. If you know what to do on the call, you give them some value, you give them an offer. You can literally get your clients like that. How easy is it going to be to get a second client once the first client is already getting results? You can get great testimonials from that first client. You can get a referral from that first client. If you're properly positioned, if you're properly niched down, you can easily make 10K a month consistently without a website, without a podcast, without any of these things. And once you do that, of course, once we get our clients to that, we say, okay, now let's think about some branding, right? Then we start building them a small niche channel, highly profitable small niche channels. You'd be surprised how much goddamn money you can make from a 5,000 subscriber YouTube account. Way more than some of the influencer schmucks out there that have 300,000, 500,000 followers on YouTube. These people often reach out to us, wanting to work with us. Turns out they don't even have enough money to pay for the services. It's sad, but that's the truth, right? So I don't know about you, but I prefer having a rather small niche down channel that is highly profitable than a big influencer type of channel. A bunch of whack people follow me, they don't execute, they just fanboy around, and at the end of the day, it doesn't give me the freedom that I wanted to have in the first place, right? So what we're basically doing is money first, then brand. You gotta understand that, and again, it works over and over again. You can literally watch some of the client interviews that I have on this channel, watch some of the client interviews that we have on the Max Tornow Reviews channel. Most of these people, if they have a social media, they have very small social media and nothing big. It's unnecessary, right? And last but not least, this is where I want to get. I really want you to try to really internalize the next point, and that is the I'm not ready lie. This is the fifth and by far the biggest mistake that people make. And I get it. Oftentimes, you know, people come to us, they have a skill, they're good at something, or they don't even know exactly what it is that they want to be doing. Maybe they just have a rough idea, and then they say, well, I'm not ready to do that yet. You know, I don't have a degree, I don't have years of experience in that. I'm not the non-plus ultra 100 out of 100 expert in that. I'm not ready yet. I understand that, you know, maybe your whole life people have been telling you you're not good enough. Maybe your parents told you it's a bad idea to start becoming an online coach, right? Maybe your school tells you, your friends try to hold you back. I get it. There's a lot of stuff holding us back in our private life. I'm dealing with this every single day with our clients. I've dealt it with that when I wanted to make myself self-employed as an entrepreneur. I know how that feels. What you gotta understand is you don't have to be 100 out of 100. You don't have to be 50 out of 100 to get started, to help people in a specific niche. All you have to understand is that you need to be 2 to 3 steps ahead of the average person, all right? Give yourself a little bit more props. You probably have a skill. You probably have overcome a life challenge in your life already. And there's someone else dealing with that exact same thing, right? You might not have 10 years of experience in that thing, but you can give them some tips. You can hold them accountable. You could show them the right way. You can pinpoint them into the right direction. If you can already do that, people will be already very happy to have you. People will already be willing to actually pay money for that. Right? Give yourself more props. It is much more likely for you to actually be ready, right? You think you're not ready, it's a lie that you're telling yourself. You're ready by doing it. You're never gonna feel fully ready. I'm not feeling ready for anything. I never felt ready for my first paid client. Never felt ready for the first seminar that I've done. I was never ready for the first world tour, let alone the 4th world tour that I did. I'm never ready for anything. But I know I will get ready once I do it, right? So that's what I'm really trying to put out there. Maybe I can incentivize you to take action. Maybe I can pat you on the shoulder digitally here as you're watching this video. And maybe you understand, yeah, I should get started. All right? So when you say, yeah, that sounds great, I am ready to get started, I do want to do it, or hell, I don't feel ready, but I know I should still do it, then you can literally book a free consulting call either with me directly or with an expert from our team, right? All you have to do is click the link in the description or the link that appears somewhere here right now. We're going to put a link there. Click that link, read what's on that page, all right? At the bottom of that page, you fill out the application. It takes you 2 minutes to fill it out, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Now that call is entirely for free, right? But it's only for action takers. So make sure you're actually able to execute what we're going to tell you, right? Don't become, like I said, content without proper execution type of person. Actually execute what we're telling you on that call. On that call, we'll basically be giving you step-by-step instructions for your specific situation on how you can get started building your own freedom business as an online coach, as an online service provider, even completely from scratch, all right? You do not need to have any prior business experience. You do not even need to know what exactly it is that you want to be offering people. We can analyze your strengths. We can tell you what exact model fits well for you. We know the market. If you already have a skill, you want to know how to monetize it, that call is for you. If you're already making some money, but you want to do it more legit, you want to scale it, that call is for you. But also, if you have no clue what it is that you want to be doing, that call is for you as well. Like I said, we can analyze your strengths. So again, description, the link is in the description. And if the link still works, it means we still have a spot open for you. More and more people want to book that free consulting call. So obviously take action before it's too late. So maybe talk to you very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm gonna head inside now because it's getting really cold. Talk to you very, very soon. Bye bye.
Last week we did 3 closes. 2 weeks ago we did 5, and I'm very thankful for the help of and the instructions of the coaches. I'm very thankful for the inspirations of all FBM members, and it's something I will tell anybody. Get a coach, get a mentor, and listen. Just listen and execute.